When we are climbing at high altitude, we absolutely depend on our stoves because we need to melt a lot of snow every day to produce water to drink. The OmniFuel stove is dependable and it burns just about any kind of fuel, such as LP gas, white gas, petrol, gasoline, kerosene, paraffin, diesel and even aviation fuel, which makes it easy to travel with even in remote places. Once you've filled the fuel bottle up to maximum, this line, you attach the pump and of course, once the pump is on, you can keep it like this in your pack. When I'm gonna use it, I attach the hose. This screw swivels, so I don't have to turn the whole thing like this.
Wait a minute. Thomas has been lightening the OmniFuel for hundreds of times. But he does it a little bit too fast for a beginner to see what's happening. So we have moved the stove inside to go through this slowly. First of all, the OmniFuel has two valves. One valve is just to open the flow of liquid fuel. The second valve you use for simmering for precise control. Once you have pressurized the fuel bottle, you place the bottle with the text on facing up. When the second valve is open, the fuel is squirting out and wets this little pad at the bottom of the stove. Let it spray for a couple of seconds and then turn this valve off. Now all you do is to light the stove. See to it that it burns all the way down here on the pad. If you're using kerosene or diesel, you will need to preheat the OmniFuel a little bit longer than if you're using gasoline or white gas. When the stove has been burning for a while, you start to hear a hissing sound. Now you can gently turn on the second valve. The stove now starts to burn with the blue and very efficient flame. The OmniFuel is quite silent, but it gets even more silent when you put the pot on. That's it. Now back to Thomas.
To turn the stove off, simply flip the fuel bottle over. Don't turn the valves off yet, because if you do so, there will still be fuel left in the hose. It takes about 60 seconds for the fuel in the hose to burn. So wait until the flame dies and then you turn the valves off. The stove also works with LP gas, but to get maximum output, you need to change the jet depending on which kind of fuel you're using. And we've been using white gas, but now we want to start using LP gas. So that's why we're going to change the jet. The LP gas jet has the largest hole, 4.5. You use the multi-tool and simply remove the flame spreader and make the change. When you buy the OmniFuel, it is the jet for the LP gas that is mounted. Attach the valve onto the gas cartridge. And when you use LP gas, you don't need to preheat. You just open both valves and then you directly light it. When you turn it off, make sure that you close both valves and then remove the gas cartridge. One of the advantages with this stove is that it's very rugged and that you can do the maintenance yourself if it's necessary. One thing that you need to do regularly is to clean the jet nipple, then use the multi-tool. You need to clean the jet more often if you're using kerosene or diesel. Another thing, this small brass cone opens when you pump and lets the air in and closes to prevent the fuel to get out. If this cone gets stuck, the pump will leak. This is extremely rare, but if it happens, just take it out and put it back inside. The O-ring goes in first. Then it works again. Then, if you haven't used your stove for a long time, this leather gasket might dry up. You'll notice this when the pumping is ineffective and you cannot build up a pressure. There is no need to replace it, just grease it up and it will work again.